Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm creating a layout for the Simple Stories Saturday, along with using a sketch from Allison Davis from Scrapbook Generation. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started on today's layout. Now, the collection that I've chosen to use from Simple Stories is the Simple Stories Pink Lemonade collection. I've got two photos here that I've chosen to use, and these are of myself and my daughter Tatum at a recent strawberry festival. And I just think they're so cute. She's wearing strawberry glasses. So I only have bits and pieces of this collection left, but I think I can make this work. There's a strawberry sticker on here and a banner. And then I've just got some scraps that I've pulled from that Simple Stories Pink Lemonade collection. I love these papers with the strawberries, and then I've got the pink one here and then the green one. So I just want to cut up a few strips. Now, the sketch that I'm going to be using, oh, let me show you these first. I also pulled a couple of these journaling cards that I might use, and then I made a few of my own embellishments. I'm pulling in the Strawberry Bunch die from scrapbook.com, and I went ahead and cut these all in white and then used my Distress Oxide inks and colored them up off camera. So I have them ready and assembled, ready to go for this layout. Here's the banner that I was thinking of using, the one strawberry. So let me go ahead and set this to the side and go ahead and get cutting. So I'm using the Allison Davis Scrapbook Generation International Scrapbooking Day sketch, and this is from her one-page sketch number 1. And in the sketch, she says to cut some strips in various lengths. And what I'm doing here is I want to make these more like of a diamond. So in her cutting directions, she says to arrange the strips and cut the slanted edge where they meet in the middle, and then take one strip and lay it down vertically, and then take the second strip and lay it down horizontally on top of the vertical strip so that it lines up with the left edge of the vertical strip. This will create like an L shape. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to several of the different pattern papers. I'm going to use my pencil here, mark my line, and cut some of these strips. And I got to think about how these are going to meet up to make sure that I like how they're going to meet up. So let me meet these up. Ooh, I love the way that looks, and that's perfect. It looks just like the sketch. So now let me pick my next pattern papers, and I'm going to go ahead and put some more strawberries over here. So I'm going to line this one up and draw a line. In fact, you know what? I don't even think I need to draw a line anymore. I could just line them up and cut with my scissors. So maybe I'll do this polka dot pattern paper matching up with that one. So I've got my templates here that I'm using to cut all of my strips, and I'm going to end up with 6 strips. I might cut an extra just because I don't know how I want these arranged, but here's 2, and then I think these 2, and then maybe I should just repeat the pattern. I only have the 4 pattern papers, so I like that. And then I'm thinking, I know I want another strawberry, so let me cut another strawberry one. So I'll line this up and snip the end off. This is so easy. It looks difficult, really it does, but it's super easy. And I thought this was a great way to showcase these different pattern papers. And it's a great idea because I only have scraps left. So I made 4 layouts with the Pink Lemonade collection in the month of May. So this is just my leftovers, and I basically used all the lemon stuff. Well, now I want to use the strawberries. So I like this. So I think that's how I want to do it. Let me go ahead and bring in a piece of white cardstock. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to find the 6-inch mark, and I'm going to go up about 1/2 inch, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. So let me line this up. So I'm using the measuring marks on my glass mat that I have underneath my cardstock here. And then let me measure up like 1/2 inch. And then once I get this first layer down, I won't need to use my ruler any longer. I should be able to just eyeball things. So get this one on here, and then I'll repeat that same process with the next layer. So then I've got this one, and I'm just leaving a little, maybe like 1/4 of an inch between the strips. So I'll do this one. Oh my goodness, cute, cute. Okay, and then I'll repeat it with this last one here. So I'll get this one lined up, and then the next one. I really like this sketch. In fact, this is one I'm probably gonna have to repeat again. I could see myself using this at Christmas with Christmas pattern papers. I think that would be really, really pretty. All right, so now I'm just gonna flip this over and cut off my excess here. So I'll trim these out so we can get a good idea. And I'm just gonna rough trim them, and then I'll go in off camera and just glue the edges down just a little bit tighter and snip everything down. So there we go. That is all ready now. So let me bring in my photos. Now I do print all my photos at home. I have the Epson PictureMate 400, and I printed the left photo 3x4, and then I printed the right photo 2.5 by 3.5. And then I just matted them on some white cardstock about 1/4 of an inch larger. So Allison always stitches, and I love the way it looks, and I thought about stitching, but I got lazy. And so you can see here off camera, I went in and did faux stitching, which is one of my favorite ways to enhance a layout without a lot of work. So I took a Sharpie marker, a thin Sharpie marker, and I just did the little dash, dash, dash line on all of the pattern paper strips. And I think that that really brought out, added some extra interest to the layout. So it's not as great as hand stitching or machine stitching, but in a pinch, I think it does the job, and I love the way it looks. So now I'm ready to add my photos. So I'm going to kind of make them wonky here. And then I printed my journaling. I have this journaling here. I do the strip journaling and a die. I just cut these out. So my journaling says, we woke up bright and early to attend the St. Charles Strawberry Festival, and it was such a fun time. We enjoyed all the festivities, delicious strawberry treats, and spending time together. And then these cute glasses that Tatum's wearing in the photo. This was put on maybe by the city. I don't know. They had a booth, and they were like, you want some glasses to put together? And you had to like glue all the little leaves on them and stuff. And I begged her to pick them up, and she did. And I just think they look so cute on her. So we snapped a few photos. All right, these strawberry embellishments turned out perfect. I love these. So I actually cut all of these pieces out in white, and then I just used some various Distress Oxide inks and colored them in quickly, and that made making my own embellishments go really fast. So I've already got the leaves on here. I am going to have to move my strip journaling over just a bit, so that way that, the leaves don't cover up the words. I do want to add a little bit of foam tape, and I cut out 3 strawberry clusters. So I've got 2 strawberry clusters that are just alike, except the leaves are going in different directions. And then for my 3rd strawberry, it's just the strawberry with the flower, and I didn't add the larger leaves. All right, now I need a title, and I'm thinking that this little journaling card, I cut it down, and it says, Life is Sweet, and I thought that was the perfect title. So I am just going to push this up, slide this in underneath my photos here, just to where the Life is Sweet is showing. I'm going to pop up my strawberry here on the left-hand side. So we'll add a little bit of foam tape. And then I want to reach for that banner sticker. So I really want to use the banner sticker. So let me get this strawberry down, and then I'll pull off that banner sticker and see if we can make that work. Now in the sketch, there wasn't a banner, but I wanted to use it, and it does have some strawberries on it. So I thought it would be cute It also has the same pattern paper, the green pattern paper. So the second little banner piece and the last one, you know, are the same paper. So I love the way that looks. Now I think I just want to glue this strawberry down flush to the page. So I'm not going to add foam to this because I want my banner to kind of overlap it. So we'll just glue that down. And now let me look back at the sticker sheet to see if there's anything else. I knew I wanted to use this strawberry, so I'm going to make this cluster a little bit larger here and just pop that in. And then there are these couple little, like, I don't know, I call them like filler pieces. So I am going to also add these over here to this left-hand cluster. And oh my goodness, I love the way that looks. I'm going to take a look back at the sticker sheet to see if there's anything else I want to use, and I don't think so. I'm really happy with the way that this is shaping up. But I'm going to just double check it one more time to make sure there isn't anything. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in some Shimmers paints. And so I'm going to cover up my photos here, and I'm going to use this Shimmers paints, and this is in the color Rose Gold Red. So I'm going to mix this up, and then I'm going to grab just a tiny little paintbrush because I want the splatters to be small. And I'm just going to add a few of these rose gold red. It's more like that pink color. And I want to add that to each of my clusters here and just a few splatters. So that is going to wrap up today's layout. I love the way this page turned out. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. I'll leave everything linked down below in the description box, and I always appreciate when you shop my links. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!